Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Age Veilguard, where today we're going to run back to the lighthouse, pick up Nev and Lucanus, and we're going, wait, no, we should do Taash's first. So we'll bring Taash and Harding maybe? Oh, Valara, I was like, oh, you gotta see. Yes, and we're gonna go check in on Emmerich because my poor friend is alone. Not alone in the world, but lonelier than he was in some ways. You know?
Was this your ultimate goal? All that death and destruction in order to rule the capital?
It would have been magnificent. Nuvara, bowing to a leader who'd make use of its greatest works.
Your enormous bone construct would have destroyed half of Navara City.
Well, there would have to have been some rebuilding before progress could begin.
Very short-sighted, honestly, and kind of cliche. Honestly, she's like, power! And I'm like, okay. Like, typical, you know? But I just realized, too, that with Emmerich, I can very much understand having to give up something you value for the life that you're going to lead going forward, right? And in the end, being not alone because of it, but being potentially a little bit lonelier than you were before, because you have to let go, in his instance, of Manfred, right? Before he could really begin the thing he really wanted to do with his life.
So after crossing paths in these roads, you get in touch with Evka and Antoine?
Yeah, we trade letters every few months. One time, Antoine sent a diagram for some kind of automatic door he was developing based on springs. It chimed when it closed, so you wouldn't get stuck. He can be a little unorthodox.
Aren't we all?
But yeah, no, I just, I had not put that together until just now about Emmerich's story. Truly, maybe I think Davern was custom made for me, but I think Emmerich is custom made to be me, sort of. So that's an interesting experience to have. There's a lot of parallels.
Oh, Rook, you're here. Good. I had a question for my story.
Sure. What kind of question?
Oh, well, a personal one, I guess. Maybe not. Never mind.
Oh, please.
Oh, come on. I'm curious now.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna do this. So I'm having fun. It's different, but neat. And the fighting bits are going well. So's the romance, mostly.
Okay, so you're having fun writing, because this was way back when she was talking about writing a story. I was like, is she talking about her current life, where the fighting bits are going well, you know? She's like, I'm having fun, and I'm like, that's good. I thought she was talking about her life. So's the romance, mostly.
You've got fighting and romance. What more do you need?
Well, lots of things, really. A plot, pacing, that sort of
Yes,
thing.
by the way, I understand.
But most of that's going okay so far.
So, what did you want to ask then?
It's my hero. I know who they are, what they look like, all of that. But I can't figure out the why.
Why what?
Why they do it. Risk it all. Save the world. Well, you're a hero. I mean, a real one. So why are you doing all this?
This is what I told Solus at the beginning, right? Was someone has to. Interesting too that it's like, you know, why are you doing all this? You're a hero, and it's like, oh well, I guess, you know, technically. But again, I do like the vibe of this is like a little bit more Dragon Age 2, and that it's just kind of a ragtag group of people that got thrown together, and you're just Hawk doing your best, you know, trying to keep everyone alive. And I guess in that one, it is more just like Hawk trying to make it in a big wide world that wants to crush her. Whereas in this one, we are still trying to save the world, even if it's even if we're you know, just like normal people, kind of, you know. But yeah, someone has to.
The world is going to end if we don't stop it. And I don't see a whole lot of other people lining up to help.
I wish I could be like that. Facing danger, caution to the wind.
But that's pretty much exactly what you do, all the time.
Sure, because I have to. And I'm scared the whole time.
Everyone's scared sometimes. It's what you do with the fear that counts. Facing it, fighting through it, that's what a hero does.
I guess so. It's hard to think of it that way. We are going up against a god. Multiple gods, actually. That feels heroic. To me, at least. And we're saving the world.
Mm-hmm. And that's interesting, right? It's like Bioware being like, yes, we know you like the fighting and the romance, but there's more to the story than that, you know? And it's like, I know.
Not a lot of people can say that. A couple of dozen, at most.
Never thought I'd be one of them. But maybe let's wait to celebrate.
Well, yeah.
Until it's over.
But keep writing.
Anyways, I should get back to it. Writing. Thanks, Rook. That helped. A lot.
Anything to help the arts, you know? And yeah, I think character motivation truly is, like, one of those things where it's like, you can, I think a lot of, like, books, at least that I've heard about, like, you know, that are really popular nowadays, are like, it just seems like you're taking two cardboard cutouts of people, like two dolls, and being like, now kiss. You know, you're just putting them in situations that, you know, knife at the throat trope, or what did he do to you, or what, you know, just silly little stupid tropes that are fine, but, like, not all that a story needs. It needs more of a framework. It needs more meat than that, and it needs more meat than these two people think they're hot. I'm like, why? I mean, sure, yeah, you can think somebody's hot, but, like, why do you even like each other, you know? Like, I don't know, why are you doing what you're doing? You can't just give me a, my sister is at risk, or whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know, I need more than that. And so, yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, character motivation, like, actually building it up and not just saying, here's what the character is motivated by. I'm like, I feel nothing, you know what I mean? Like, I need more than that, you know? So... An extra thick annual edition of The Suspect Quarterly, the Randy Dowager puts a bow on the year by gifting us the illustrated Inquisition Exposed, being a modern epic of love, betrayal, breaches, torn breaches, and the eternal struggle between concerns mortal and passions mysterious. An artfully branching romantic narrative that encourages the bibliophile to self-insert or guide a friend. The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought but spry of step. The lady herself says, a page-turner quickly flicked, describing both issue and reader. 5 scars flooded in shock. Oh my god. The Randy Dowager. I'm glad we're 10 years later getting the Inquisition exposed. And, all the secret behind the doors liaisons that were going on for sure.
You see the size of Elgernon's dragon?
Kind of hard to miss.
She's pretty big.
He, the archdemon Lucicon, is a he.
Male dragons don't have wings.
Yeah.
Elgernon used magic to make the archdemons bigger. Maybe he added wings, too.
Ugh. And he screwed with her horns. What kind of asshole does that?
The kind we kill.
Yeah, the archdemons are not. They're technically not he's. If they've got high dragons, they're girls. They're female. Because all of the female dragons have wings. Woo! The drakes are small. Much smaller than the females. And they don't have wings. Yes, let's do Taash's. It is funny. Taash and Davern, I think, would be good friends in a lot of ways, right? Very similar jobs. Yeah, let's bring Harding and Taash. I had the Lucana's Nev pairing, not necessarily spoiled for me, but I guess kind of. But the Taash and Harding one was a bit of a surprise. It makes sense, though. Like, they fit. A very opposites attract kind of a way. Which I always think is cute. Like, speaking of tropes, right? Like, there's certain tropes I love, but I think you just can't build a story off of tropes, you know? Oh, we do need to just like fast travel through the map. You just can't, it just can't be like, I don't, when a story, like at the back of the book blurb just lists tropes, I'm like, oh, I'm probably not going to like this story, because if that's all you do and then you just like string rope bridges of plot between that, I'm like, it's not for me. I like light reads sometimes, like just little silly funny reads, like silly fun reads, or, nothing super heavy, but I don't know. Just tropes it's not enough for me to carry a plot or a story or a character or anything. In a final fiery showdown, see, I thought we were gonna maybe meet up with him a bit more, but apparently not. This is a final fiery showdown.
Your mother learned something new about the tablet?
Haven't talked to her since the big fight at dinner. Hey, we're here. Mother? Tama?
Oh no.
Get Isabella.
It might not be hers.
You think I don't know what my mother's blood smells like? Get Isabella. Tell her to find Cutter. Tama.
I thought I saw somebody maybe lurking in a different cutscene.
No sign of your mother. Cutter's gone too.
He was here. I caught his scent. He took her.
Cutter? The little piece of crap who wanted to fight a dragon? What's he want with Tash's mother?
There were letters from the Dragon King in his room about your mother and about the tablet.
Since when does the Dragon King want the tablet? He's been after Taash.
The tablet's about Taash, about fire breathers. It's why Shathan's desperate to decode it. In exchange for the tablet and Shathan, the Dragon King will turn Cutter into a fire breather, like you.
That's Vashadan!
Truly.
Is it actually possible to make Kunari into fire breathers?
No, that's not how it works.
I thought we didn't know how it works.
Doesn't matter if it's true. Cutter believed it enough to take Shathan.
I mean, it kind of does matter, but maybe not right now.
Isabella, you knew the tablet was about fire breathers?
Shathan told me.
And you didn't tell us because...
Wasn't mine to tell.
Yeah.
Shathan wanted to tell Taash herself.
Isabella's not going to tell us anything we don't. She doesn't think we need to know necessarily, It wasn't about our current objective necessarily,
Isabella, what do you know about the Dragon King?
I know a thing or two about the Arntam, but I've never met one like him. He certainly loves dragons.
We know. His Arntam were the ones who've been blighting them for the gods.
I mean, he wants to be one. He drinks their blood and everything. Makes sense that he's interested in our Taash.
Interesting. He drinks their blood and everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If the tablet has something to do with, like, Gillanon, I think, creating the Kunari, then, and potentially creating, like, how fire breathers would be an extension of that, like, fire breathing Kunari would be an extension of that, you could make Kunari fire breathers, but I don't think we could. It would have to be Gillanon, and even then, I don't think he'd like the outcome at this point.
Sounds like it's time to pay a visit to the Dragon King.
We found a map in Cutter's room. He's holed up in a dormant volcano to the north. It's
Wow.
full of old mining tunnels.
That's...
Getting inside might be a challenge.
We'll handle it.
We'll all handle it. Cutter betrayed us. When you go in, the Lords will have your backs.
Thanks. Let's go.
And they took Shathan, who is a lord, not necessarily Lord of Fortune, but is, protected by the Lords of Fortune, This will be interesting, though. The tablet info would be cool, too.
What's the plan, Taash? How do we get your mother back?
We find someplace Cutter and my mother were. I can track him from there.
You sure you don't want to head straight for the mine? Isabella said the Dragon King was there.
We find my mother first. She might be somewhere else.
That's smart.
I'll kill Cutter and the Dragon King once she's safe.
Also, this could potentially be a situation where Taash has to control her anger or not. She could lose herself to it or control it. That's something we maybe need to keep an eye on. And are you finally going to open up the Shark's Mouth caves to me now? That bird just freaking took off at the speed of sound. Holy cow. Oh my gosh.
That boat over there. It could be Cutter's.
Maybe. Let's look.
I mean, why would he have a boat? Like, what's the logic on that?
She was here. So was Cutter.
You can track them by their scent.
Scent, tracks, whatever it takes. Cutter's not getting away.
We should maybe bring Davrin for this, honestly. Davrin would be more of a tracker than Taash is.
On, Tom.
Is this a regular?
Can I just run? Oh,
She's my mother.
I hate fighting these guys.
You know the Dragon King definitely has her, at least.
Not for long.
Well, then she is
Hey,
with him.
Take a look over there.
And she's not separate. What is that? Cutter, we do not normally allow Vishoth, raised in Boss lands, to join the Antam. They are soft and weak, but the dragon... I got distracted by Sten. They are soft and weak, but the Dragon King sees your potential. Prove that your will is strong, and you too can receive the blessings of Gillinan. Haha! Breathing fire like the Adari is the only beginning of the beginning of the power the gods offer. Bring the priest and her tablet and earn your place among us. Sten Satakash, the Earthbreaker. So that means just, I think, generally just warrior, like soldier of the Antam, you know? Is Sten. But they're giving themselves names now.
She was here.
Oh! I thought it was like weird magic, but it was just like shimmering over the blood.
They must have locked this door after they went through.
I'll make us a path.
Yeah. Say, if Shathan knows that, she probably doesn't want Taash to follow her, but if she knows Taash will follow her, she could maybe use the blood as a trail. Or they are like, yeah, just start following, like they're bleeding Shathan in order to bring Taash to them.
Good. Come on.
You know?
Are you okay, Taash?
I'm fine.
They're absolutely not fine. And don't ask, are you okay? Like, that's a stupid question to ask right now. I think we're getting to the Shark's Mouth area. Yes, it looks like where we're gonna go. We're gonna stop right next to where the Shark's Mouth entrance is. Good. This will help me do the Canary quest later, the Grey Warden one. I'm shooting something. Oh, now they've put this up, and now what?
We're getting closer. We don't have time for this. Hang on, this thing's gonna burn.
So they put up a bridge for it, and now we get to use it. It's a good thing they didn't burn the wood.
That's an Antam Gatlock cannon. Why didn't they use it?
Must have hit him before they could get it ready.
Where? I missed it. Big chest in a somewhat open area, just sitting there. Frenzied Valotar. Ooh, yeah, you guys don't look good.
Take a look over there.
Oh, thank you.
Cutter. Bastard.
So they're both bleeding? A whale skeleton, maybe?
I don't like that at all.
Shark's Mouth Mountain.
Oh.
Looks even worse with lava pouring out of it. That's where he is. The Dragon King.
Is there lava pouring out of it? Because that's so sick, honestly. Ooh, that looks so cool. Alright, we'll be back later. I'll explore to my heart's content later. Are there just people?
It's Isabella.
Oh,
She must have been busy.
I did not even realize.
Look at that. Barely a scratch.
Oh, Gaul, yeah, this is horrific. Wow.
We came the short way. Any sign of Shathan?
No, the trail led here.
Then she's inside their base. It'll be full of Antarm.
Not for long.
Main path's destroyed. You'll have to climb. I know how to rile the Antarm. We'll make some noise and draw them off you. Good luck,
She
Taash.
does know how to rile the Antom.
Put it right.
We know both of them. That's the shopkeeper and that's the seer. Oh, there's a mythal thing. Can I? What? You're not gonna let me know that there's a blockage here. Lore. Destruction of Rivain's art. When the seers learned that the Antam and Rivain were destroying ancient shrines and ruins of earlier settlements, we sent a delegation to the Antam to ask why, with the Lords of Fortune offering their services as protection. The Antam who met with us was a massive gold-horned kithshop, formerly a general, now effectively a warlord, who styled himself as Katari, or Master Killer. We know you wish to conquer, but why must you destroy these things? We asked him. He grunted in disgust and replied, I served in Kantar for years. I watched as your people laughed at us and acted like you were better, as you tried to tempt us with your wrong ways. The things you are destroying are sacred to us, we told him. They cannot be replaced. Paintings and statues are not sacred, he told us, and shattered an ancient funeral vase with a blow from his axe. Words in a book are not sacred. A sword is sacred for what it can cut. When it breaks, it is trash. A warrior is sacred for who he can kill. When he dies, he is dust. His words shook us, as did the hatred behind them. This was a man who thought that laughter must have a loser and a winner, who had lived with resentment of those outside the Qun for years, and now had no leaders to hold him back from destroying anything that offended him. He had rejected the teachings of the Qun and replaced those beliefs with brutal practicality bereft of curiosity or compassion. The Lords of Fortune have since worked to save ancient treasures when they can be found and taken safely. As for the Antam, it seems those in Rivain will kill and destroy until they are stopped. So this sort of seems to live up to the stereotype that the Qunari had for themselves, right? That as long as they were under the Qun and they followed the Qun, they kept their baser instincts under control. But when they left the Qun, they became monsters, right? Talbashoth. This whole time. They're just kind of, without even maybe realizing it, they're leaning into that fear that their people have had for themselves, you know? So that's very interesting. The Qun was strict and harsh and terrible in many ways, but I guess it gave a structure that they now are missing. But it never gave them any flexibility, so now they're stopped being monsters, you know? Oh, that's creepy. Just a bunch of skeletons piled up around this, like, brazier. Okay, well, that's something that I'll have to deal with later.
Ever been here, Taash?
No. Isabella told us it was bad luck to go near the mountain. Old Rivaini superstitions. Said we might awaken the fire. No wonder the Antam took it over.
Yeah, if they want to awaken the fire, such as it were. This would be the place for it. Hi, boys. I kind of want to use my freaking abilities on them, like my ultimate, but...
Who's hiding? Fight! Why do they know so much about us?
Cutter must have given them information.
Doesn't matter. Come on.
Or Gillenon gave him information.
Why didn't the Dragon King use these old defenses?
Boss fortifications? No. He might send his Antam in here to hang banners and crap. But these aren't fancy enough for him to live in. They don't make him look powerful.
Yeah, they're just like using it. They're like, they don't even care about like the state it's in, right? But eventually he'll be big enough, he'll be a big man, and he can go live in the big man house. What is that? It was like sending out things from. Anyway, apparently I've gone like the wrong way. I don't know. I don't know what the game wants from me. I don't know how to get where it wants me to go. Well, I'm gonna look it up. Because I don't got time for this. Oh, climb the ladder and cross this.
One may still follow the Cune while climbing. Know your body. Know the slope. Know your next handhold. Always telling me how to do everything.
And now you're using what she taught you to find her.
There's still stuff I gotta tell her.
Yeah, well, since when have we ever had to do this in the game? Climb pieces of wood sticking out like that, like climbing like or walking like tightrope like across a beam is one thing, but I had to look that up. And the IGN walkthrough is useless. It was like make it to the top, and I was like, what kind of walkthrough is that? Oh, cool, sick. How about you all come down here? I'm just gonna use my ultimate on you. Interesting. Someone died with their treasure chest and a beautiful mask on.
There's our way in.
Right. Let's go find your mum.
And then throw that stupid tablet into this volcano and never talk about it again.
I can see why you want to do that, yes, but also, like, and never talk about it again. Ooh. I'm kind of surprised Isabella would be like, yeah, superstitions. You know?
Wow, that's impressive.
That's why he made it his lair.
This is an under...
Dragon King! You want me? Come and get me!
I mean...
Just announcing that we're
yeah,
here, huh?
He knew we were here.
That's probably true, but also, like, please. An old Grey Warden fortress in the mountain. Interesting. It makes sense for them to have, like, fortresses at, like, the places where...
So that's the Dragon King, huh?
Sounds like.
Where, like, Darkspawn could boil up to the surface, you know? Oh, good. Now they're gonna use the cannons. I think we'd be roasting. You know? Like, down... I mean, I'm no volcanologist, but, like... I feel like this would be too hot.
I think my eyelashes are singed.
Yeah.
Watch your step.
No guardrails.
Yeah.
Safety is for the weak.
I just...
I've heard the Kunari called a lot of things, but never weak.
He's just really going all the way, you know, off the rails with it. Did I just run across? I'm just running across the lava. I was avoiding it? Oh, okay. That is like lava that's apparently not walk-onable. That's lava that's deep and like water. What is this? What is this? Oh, what happened to you?
Taash, I knew you'd come running.
Yeah, for your mom? Like,
This is is over, I'll be a fire breather.
You'll be a corpse.
You can't take this from me.
Definitely can.
All right, that's Cutter taking
Just
care of.
disintegrated him.
Cutter is Vashadon. The only enemy who matters is the Dragon King. Still a stupid name. Dragons don't have kings, they have queens.
Can't wait to see his face when you tell him that.
I hope they do. I hope they do say that, honestly.
I can't burn through the gate.
Let's look around for a way to open
I
it.
thought you could burn, like, anything. I was looking at this stuff over here. Oh, okay, now I can activate it. Couldn't activate it earlier. What? Do you want me to jump that? Because I don't think I can jump that, but I'll try. Ooh, I can. A little figurine. Horse figurine. A statue would appear to be a horse carved in ancient Canary style. The features of the mount are oddly stylized and faintly draconic, as though the artisan heard horses described but never saw one. Or they had draconic horses. This is so precarious. Oh my gosh. It's a good thing the lava can't kill me though. Because it's just, it's walkable. Unless it's deep, but you can't tell the difference between the deep lava and just floor lava. I know there's some shortcuts that I've seen.
That's so hot.
Oh, okay.
There's more coming. The gate's down. Good. Come on.
There's various shortcuts I'm seeing that, like, I'm not quite sure how to get to them. I don't know if I can do them yet or what, but we have got things to do. Oh yeah?
Oh, I'd give
Real colossal Andar.
gold.
This seems like fairly untouched. But then you have, I think, we've got, like, you know, these old Warden ruins, but then you have, I think these are, like, Rivain things. Also, this Grey Warden book. This Grey Warden book contains directions for alchemical potions and treatments to deal with the Blight. Notes have been scrawled in the margin of one page. With these potions, we can blight the dragons enough for the gods to take their minds without making them sicken and die. On the Dragon King's orders... Oh, okay, this is a modern one. Ugh. Oh, notes have been scrawled in the margin of one page. Okay. We invite the dragons enough for the gods to take their minds without making them sick and die. On the Dragon King's orders, carry out these steps on all dragons we can subdue. Any Antom who helps capture a dragon will be granted the blessing of Ganon to ascend to their true form. Okay.
This is old Grey Warden stuff.
Yeah.
Grey Wardens study the Blight. This must have been where the Antom learned to blight the dragons. Bastards.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much to, like, reverse engineer notes, potentially. Oh my gosh, classic! This was the skulls that we would get whenever we defeated dragons. I think it was always the same skull. And then this is one of the, not astrolabes, oh my gosh, the word, astrariums. And that's one of the elven, devices that we'd have to activate with Solus. But I was walking up and I was actually intrigued by all this stuff on the shelves, and then it turns out it's actually very applicable to what's going on right now. Still stuff intact after all these years. I kind of highly doubt it, but especially if Rivain have come in and out, but maybe they've kind of just kept the place as like a shrine sort of to the Wardens and like not touched it. Until now. And now it's the Anton. Ooh, there's big bones.
Born to hunt and destroy. Today we will claim our birthright.
You are lying. Tama. Taash, wait!
Today we claim our true strength by right of fire.
Tama!
Really?
Little dragon, I am Atashak, the Dragon King.
The cage was just right there.
Taash, you're like me.
I am nothing like you. I embrace our birthright. You hide from it. You belong to the Anton. You should have been ours. Instead, the priest stole you away.
Leave her out of this. You wanted me, you got me.
Yes, the one you call Cutter insisted you would follow our lead.
Oh, did he? How helpful of him.
Cutter's dead.
There, the rage, the passion that burns inside an Adari's heart. Your mother could not quench it entirely.
What do you want?
I want your fire, little dragon. I want your blood. My Anton have grown strong with the blessings of Gillenane. And with your lifeblood, Gillenane can create an army of Adari for me. Our fire will burn this land pure.
He's got quite the setting. Yeah,
Your plan is to let Gillenane mess with your people.
With her guidance, we will become unstoppable. The Anton could have made you strong, but your mother hid you away, made you hide the fire. What does she tell you? Chakra to Ebra! You struggle against yourself, little dragon. You do not deserve this. It contains a message from our ancestors. The full words can be revealed by a dragon's fire.
he's got extra horns he tied on.
We will prove we were meant to rule this world.
You are wrong, Atashak. Chakra Toebra is not an order to struggle against what you are. It is a reminder that through struggle you find what you are. And you have never done so. Taash has. They are stronger than you will ever be. Rook, you will keep them safe.
No.
Chakra Toebra.
No.
Taash, move! We've only got one way forward.
Tama. He dies.
Whatever you need.
Oh my gosh, that's really, really sad. What the heck? What? She didn't actually die, did she? You can't keep killing people off. We already had Syrian die. Then they just, like, she acknowledged her, or acknowledged them, right? Like, as a they. Like, she said it. And now, and then it was like, you know, finally said the words, you know, and I feel like that's kind of lazy writing to me. It's like, oh, in the end, you finally acknowledge, like, the strength of your child and, like, or your protege or whatever, and then you die to, like, fuel them further.
All the way.
I need to see her and kill him.
But, yeah, I'm, So to me, I'm always like, I mean, it's got shock value, but I'm like, I don't know. I get it, but it's not my favorite. Which is like maybe really obvious, but you know. Of course, nobody likes that. A statue of a human rider or warrior, carved in ancient Canary style. The details are worked carefully, but still show a lack of familiarity with human features. Interesting. So horses, humans, all things that have been described but are basically unknown to the ancient Canary. But there's still somehow ancient Canary relics here. Although if these are ancient...
You're dead!
He'll be sorry he messed with you, Taash.
I think I get that Harding's trying to be supportive, but also like now is not the time maybe to use words on Taash, you know what I mean? But no, these might be relics from the Grey Warden Canary.
That was a dragon I heard, right?
Get ready.
Are we gonna fight a dragon? Like straight up again? I was freaking, how long ago was it that I was like, man, I miss fighting the dragons, and I fought like 6 in a row. And it's gonna be like, it's gonna be happening again. 4 knights rode to battle. 1 fired onto the rightward flank, her arrows of steel rain. 1 lingered, their shield behind to guard Owl's back. 1 went boldly to the fore, his sword thrust forward under the foe. 1 crept upon the leftward flank, his hammer a harvest reaped. That's cool. This is probably good Grey Warden stuff though. And right now I have to go find out if Tasha's mom is dead. And that's like, I don't know, like I just don't like that in particular. Like the Syrian thing, like I kind of get, you know, it's like they had time to say their thing. But like, I don't know. But like, deathbed confessions. I don't know, and Syrian kind of had a deathbed confession too. Like, I don't know. It's not my favorite. It feels, like I said, it feels a little lazy. It's stuff that you could like actually like draw out, and instead you just kill people for like shock value. Like important people who are important. Wow, look at all these.
I prepared this just for you.
Oh, this is a big. Oh, it's a big arena. Oh, Lair of the Dragon King. I think I'm gonna save here. This will probably be all part of the same episode, but I'm gonna have to call this one here because the recording's getting too long. So, yay! All right, let's go see what he has prepared. Oh, that's Bolt. Yeah, well, it's a good thing we have Taash. I mean, that's kind of the point, right? They're like, ooh, you have Taash with you. So the dragon is weak to those things. Yeah, well, you apparently don't know dragon weaknesses very well, you idiot.
Dragon, watch out!
Are you serious? Are you serious right now, Harding? Dragon, watch out! Yes, I can see it. I'm pretty sure this is one that we fought in the Emprise. Aha! Hang on, wait. Oh, dang it. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, I just got, like, hucked up into the air. It just bit me. I look so dumb, but the dragon looks really cool. From this side, the dragon looks a little silly. But from the other side, the dragon looks pretty cool. Well, they're making a blizzard. I was kind of waiting for weakness again, but I was like, what? just tanking that damage, honestly. Oh, where were you?
Impossible! I am the Dragon King!
Dragons don't have kings.
I don't think that's the sound you make if you're burning to death. I think it's a little louder than that.
Look, Taash, we need to move. This whole place is coming down.
I know. Just give us a minute, all right? Taash, it's time for us to go.
I can... Maybe... Oh. Help me with her legs.
I'm sorry. We are out of time. Taash, you've got to let her go.
It's a hard way to grow up. Too hard. Oh. Oh.
We went there to save her.
She never did make it easy.
No shit. Chakra Toebra. What kind of last words are those for someone you're supposed to care about?
She also said you were stronger than the Dragon King.
And I misunderstood the Kunari crap. Like always. We never got to yell it out. We never get to fix it. It's a bit of her horn. I cut it off when I left her. I should do something with it. Rivain would wear it as jewelry. But she hated when I acted Rivain. Kunari would graft the horn to their own. But she didn't want me to stay in the Qun. What would make her happy?
It's not about her.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. This whole time I've been encouraging her to pursue, well, I was telling her to be both, you know. But initially I was telling her to, like, once I had to make a choice between Rivain and Kunari, I was telling her Rivain, and I think my character right now is a bit more of a free spirit, and a bit more like, well, what do you want? Whereas my next character is going to be a Kunari, and not necessarily like a Qun Kunari, but she will potentially be a bit more, like, you know, respect our heritage, you know, whereas that's not necessarily the case for this character, so it's interesting that I think a lot of this will actually work out to be the exact opposite choices with this character I've got coming up. She's a bit more, going to be a bit more, the, like, armored responses, you know? But she's going to be clever. Like, she's going to be one... This character speaks with her fists a lot and is a bit more like, ooh, I don't know, flying by the seat of her pants, whereas the other one I think is going to be, like, Kunari character I'm making is going to be a bit more calculating, a bit more cunning, even if she doesn't look like it. That's going to be part of it, is that she's... doesn't look necessarily like she would be cunning, you know? So, anyway. I just think so she'll probably encourage the Kunari bit. But... I don't know, you could just leave it in your house. Like, you know, you could do, that's the thing, right? You could do something else entirely with it. Make a little shrine for it. I don't know, like, you know, pick up a different cultural norm or something for it, or just do what you want with it, you know? But at least she gets to have something that, like we were saying before, it's really hard to not have a body to mourn. At least she kind of got to see her, and she'll have a place that she could go to maybe, you know, Be like, the shark's mouth, like, opening at least to be, like, paying her respects, you know?
Did your mother want you to be a Kunari who happened to live in Rivain, or a Rivaini person who happened to be Kunari?
She wanted both. But she brought me here. She wouldn't want me to become more Kunari for her.
Yeah.
She'd want me to be... me.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. I can do that. And I can do this. She wanted me to have it.
The Dragon King said the full message would be revealed by Dragonfire. Do we need to find a dragon?
No, you idiot.
No, the Dragon King was stupid.
Just breathe on it. Yeah. I thought that's what he meant.
Dragonfire.
Let's find out what it says.
Oh, I got stuff. Taash will honor their mother with Rivaini customs. Okay, I wasn't sure if that would be the Veilguard one or if the next one would be, but I think the next one is like the closure one. Honors their mother's memory and commits to moving forward as a Rivaini Lord of Fortune. I think their mother... It was complicated, right? The whole situation was complicated. Like, their mother wanted Taash to be Kunari, but didn't want them to be so Kunari that they were stuck as an Adari, you know, as a warrior, as a soldier, and took them out for a reason, and took them to Rivain, you know, because it's a little bit freer, it's a bit more open, it's sort of a crossroads of cultural and, like, religious beliefs, you know, and, like, lifestyles, you know. But I think they were constantly trying to, like, be a bulwark against the Rivaini customs, but if you bring a child to a new place for a new life, like, they're going to pick up some of that, you know what I mean? They're not going to be what they would have been because you left, because you didn't want that for them, you wanted something else, you know, but then you get to struggle with that, you know, appreciating your own culture, and it's very complicated. It seems very complicated, right? Rivaini flair. Taash fights with the speed and flair of most renowned Lords of Fortune, burning hotter and doing their best when they're first into the fray. Okay. Rivain's legacy. These luxurious silks decorated with gleaming treasures lean all the way into a Lord of Fortune's penchant for extravagance. It would have been cool to see. Ooh, they're gonna get that. I think we have that style armor for ourselves, kind of. There's probably details that I'm missing a little bit. Okay, though they have one. I swear they have one similar to this. This one, kinda, yeah, kinda that one. But yeah, the Lords of Fortune. This is a usually the mage outfit for the Lords of Fortune. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it looks good on them, but like, I like the other one better. But this does lean away from, like, the Kunari, like, ropes and stuff, you know? Yep. They apply burning. I mean, let's leave it on for a bit. I do like it. It looks really good. Oh, and they still have the dragon scales. Like, yeah. That's very cool. Rivaini and proud. I wonder what would happen if you, like, tell both, you know? It's like, oh, Lee and Rivaini, and then you're like, I'm just kidding, it ain't Kunari. Do you just go with the last one? I mean, one's friends and family and stuff can be a great influence on one's, like, path in life, you know? And you're like, well, what should I do? And you ask for an opinion and you lean towards what they say, but still, I'm kind of like, well, what do you want? But then that's all, like, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you, you know? What do you think? Oh, what was it? Kaltanzan. Appearance, blue with red stripes. I'm going to assume this is the one we needed. Not trying to blend in, bright colors, warm rival dragon, not to mess with her. Heavy neck plates with no horns. Big spikes on her tail. She doesn't do dominance, fights with horns. She fights mean. diets, hunts other dryads, especially fire breathers, uses her freezing breath to slow or stun them, trusts her neck plates to protect her long enough for the kill, also grazes on Felindorus. Maybe stuff her body uses to make the cold hurts her stomach. Behavior no horde, doesn't fight fair, kills her own kind. No wonder the Dragon King liked her. Good that there's one less of her in the world. Yeah. Anyway, I am gonna click on this button really fast. Oh, but has Taash like fully equipped out their room? Well, and they're still like, I don't know, like they're studying like the old Qunari writings, right? Like they'll never lose that, but like they have the Qun and like they have the stuff that their mother taught them, but like I don't know, it's like, yeah, I don't like parents dying. I don't like people dying just to make progress. And Taash is so young. I'm like, oh my gosh, like there was so much still left unsaid, but that's part of the tragedy, right? But let's see what this is about. Cousin. Oh yes. I've gotten word of a spirit in need of aid out along the coast near Shark's Mouth Mountain. The report said it's also making references to a treasure as well as a lost Lord of Fortune, Ritzinger. Both things made me think of you. When time permits, would you be willing to take a look? For golden glory, see or ruin. Okay. Dead men tell some tales. They do, especially if you bring Emmerich. Are you gonna be alright? It's really difficult. Maybe I should bring out Taash and Balara more, then they could be friends. Oh, okay, quick. Let's go see what everyone's doing. And my butt's gonna fall off because I've been sitting for so long, and I need to go eat.
So, the other griffins, you decided what to do with them, right?
Yeah, they'll be happier in the forest. And who knows, maybe they'll drop in if we need them.
Right, oh, that's great, but just to be sure, you didn't find an extra one, did you?
But Laura, you can't have a griffin.
I didn't say anything.
You don't have to.
Everybody wants a griffin, and you can't have one. An extra one, like that they're not all fully accounted for.
It's a simple test.
I am not loosening any of the wards around you simply to see whether you can learn new spells again.
Do you have any idea how frustrating that was, Valkarin? To be completely frozen in my spellcraft? And I could have fixed it by channeling through the skeletal construct that you destroyed. Speaking of which, what have you done with it?
That subject remains closed, Johanna.
So instead of Manfred now, he gets an evil talking skull. Bad trade. But he gets to live undead forever, I guess? Oh, I am sad. I didn't ever do enough rock, paper, scissors with Manfred upstairs.
So, how well do you know the Viper? Because I've
have
heard
you?
things.
Oh? What things?
Like, no one really knows who he is.
Is that right?
That maybe he used to be a slave and now fights slavers?
That would make sense.
Or that he's the Archon or a Magister in disguise.
Decent theory.
You know, don't you? You know!
What makes you say that?
You totally know.
Okay, because we haven't heard from the Archon, but how long has the Viper been doing stuff? I thought he was the Archon's son. That was because he's a high blood, right? No way he's the actual Archon. I know we got some hints dropped, and I thought it was that he was the Archon's son. Oh my gosh. I think he's the Archon's son, but like, oh my gosh. If he was the actual Archon, that would be wild. Oh, Lords of Fortune is getting there. The problem is, though, is that you do have to max out in order to like level up fully, I think, to the next merchant rank. You can't just be in the 3-star rank. You have to be fully maxed out with them. And I'm like, and as much, obviously I prefer the Crows and the Grey Wardens, but I'm like, I desperately want but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one here so I can go eat something before I starve to death. But thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. Really quick, I'm going to cut away and say thank you to my patrons. I want to say thank you to all my patrons, starting out with my Acorn tier patrons. Thank you so much, Fane, for your support, and thank you so much, Leo, for your support. If I say that wrong, I'm so sorry. I want to give an extra special shout out to my Sapling tier patrons. Thank you so much, Reese Galito, for your support. I very much appreciate it, and I still appreciate the blanket. Thank you. And I really want to say thank you to my other supporter, Sebastian James, my old friend. Thank you so much for your support. I very much appreciate you as well. And I want to give an extra special shout out to my Forest tier patrons who have gone above and beyond in their support of me in the channel and who I truly cannot thank enough. So thank you so much, Christopher, as always, for your support. I treasure it a lot. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Nightshade, for joining the crew up there in the forest. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. So thank you all again for joining me and for being on Patreon and watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.